Hello everyone, welcome back to Criminal Procedure. So our topic for this video is warrantless search. So in our previous video, we have discussed to you the general rule, which the rules provide that in order for a police officer to search and seize personal properties from you, there should be a search warrant issued by the judge. And that is based on Section 2, Article 3 of the 1987 Constitution, which provides that the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, whatever nature and for any purpose, shall be inviolable. So you cannot search any personal property or cannot search the house, papers, and effects if you are not armed with a search warrant. And we have also laid down to you the requisites for the issuance of a search warrant. And again, the effect, if wala kang search warrant at nag-search ka ng mga personal properties, then any properties or any documents or evidence that were obtained because of that illegal search and seizure will be inadmissible in evidence for any purpose in any proceeding. Or tinatawag natin na exclusionary principle. Now, but there are instances wherein the Supreme Court or the law allows for a search and seizure even without a search warrant. Yung tinatawag natin na warrantless search. And there are 9 kinds of warrantless search. Number 1 is warrantless search incident to a lawful arrest. So we will discuss them one by one later. Seizure of evidence in plain view, search of a moving vehicle, consented warrantless search, custom search, stop and frisk or Terry searches, exigent and emergency circumstances, search of vessels and aircrafts, and inspection of buildings and other premises for the enforcement of fire, sanitary, and building regulations. So, what is the concept of warrantless search? Ang concept natin dito is, may mga instances kasi na dahil sa yung limited yung time or hindi practical yung pagkuha ng search warrant. Kasi di ba generally, kailangan talaga ng search warrant before you can search a person or a house or before you can search for anything from a person in connection to the commission of an offense. Kailangan kumuha ka muna ng search warrant. But there are instances kasi na it would be impractical for the police officers to get a search warrant, especially if time is of the essence. So yan yung concept ng warrantless search. Why the Supreme Court allows these kind of searches even without a search warrant. Now let's take up the first warrantless search, which is search incident to a lawful arrest. So this is provided for under Section 13, Rule 126 of the Rules of Court. A person lawfully arrested may be searched for dangerous weapons or anything which may have been used or constitute proof in the commission of an offense without a search warrant. So, ang mga personal properties lang na pwede mong i-search dito sa principle na ito are dangerous weapons, anything which may have been used in the commission of an offense, or anything which constitute proof in the commission of an offense. Now, take note here that the search must be an incident to a lawful arrest. The rule is explicit that the arrest must be lawful. So balikan natin yung principle ng arrest. Kailan ba nagiging lawful yung arrest? Di ba number 1 is dapat meron kang warrant of arrest. Yan yung general rule. Na hindi ka pwedeng umaresto ng kahit na sino kung wala kang warrant of arrest. But there are also circumstances na or exceptional circumstances allowed by the rules of court na pwede kang mag-aresto ng person even without a warrant of arrest. Balikan natin ano yung tatlo na warrantless arrest. Number 1 is, di ba, yung caught in flagrante delicto. Caught in the act, di ba, of committing a crime. Second, yung hot pursuit, meaning a crime has been freshly committed and there is probable cause to believe that the person sought to be arrested has committed it. So although yung police officer dito, hindi niya nakita in plain view yung commission ng offense, pero meron siyang probable cause that will establish the arrest, the validity of the warrantless arrest. And yung probable cause dyan, na-explain natin in our previous discussion on warrantless arrest. And lastly, if the person has escaped from his penal confinement or from the service of his sentence. So, sabi ng rules, hindi na kailangan ng warrant of arrest kasi he is serving his sentence and nag-escape siya. So, pwede siyang huliin agad kahit walang warrant of arrest. So, yun ang tatlong instances na magiging valid yung warrantless arrest. Pero generally, kailangan meron kang warrant of arrest before you can arrest a person. So, ayan. Kung ang arrest ay nag-fall siya under the general rule or under the 3 recognized exceptions to the rule, then that arrest is a lawful arrest and therefore a search incident to that lawful arrest is also valid. So dapat yung arrest must precede the search. Una yung arrest bago yung search and the process cannot be reversed. Okay, so ano ba yung extent ng search incident to a lawful arrest? So there are many cases discussing ano yung extent ng search incident to a lawful arrest. But let me summarize the principles provided for by the Supreme Court. So ang extent lang ng search to a lawful arrest, number 1 is on the person of the suspect. So pagpalagay natin na the suspect was arrested and the arrest was lawful because it's either merong warrant of arrest or the arrest was made pursuant to a warrantless arrest. So granting lawful yung arrest. Now sabi natin, after ng arrest, pwedeng mag-search. Okay? And the search incident to lawful arrest is actually mandatory for the police officers in order to make sure that the arrest will be successful. Kasi kapag merong mga concealed weapon yung suspect, then it could jeopardize the arrest, di ba? So it is actually the duty of the arresting officer to search the body of the suspect. Kung meron siyang tinatagong dangerous weapons or anything na ginamit niya in the commission of the offense or anything that will constitute as proof in the commission of an offense. But also, aside from the person of the suspect, meron tayong jurisprudence that supports the search within the area of his immediate control, or within the permissible area within the latter's reach or within the reach of the suspect. So hindi lang sa person niya pwedeng kung may table sa beside the suspect, then yung table na yan merong firearm or merong knife dyan or anything that is a dangerous weapon, then the police officer has the justification to search that that particular area, no, for provided that that area is within the immediate control of the suspect. So, kailan ba yung area hindi siya ma-consider as within the immediate control? Kunyari, the suspect was arrested in his house. And inside his house, pagpalagay natin sa living room. Ngayon, after arresting the accused, the police officers went to the second floor. Ayan, they searched the entire second floor. And they found, let's say, a knife or a deadly weapon. Ngayon, ng issue niyan ngayon is, can you consider yung second floor as an area within the immediate control of the suspect? Yan ba yung this definition ng area of his immediate control? Okay? The answer is no, because if hindi naman siya within the reach, no, kahit na nasa isang sa isang building lang siya, hindi naman siya within the reach of the suspect, na unlike yung table na nasa giliran ng suspect na pwede lang niyang abutin kung whatever yung bagay na pwede niyang abutin, but kung sa second floor na yan, hindi na siya mako-consider as within the reach of the suspect. Actually, this is very subjective, no? Depende kasi sa circumstances of the case. So, kung may mga ibang circumstance, no, na nakalagay sa case, then the decision could be different, no? But basically, kapag sinasabing within permissible area within the latter's reach, yun talagang madali lang na abutin ng suspect. And another principle that you should remember here is that the search or seizure incident to a lawful arrest is not limited to things related to the reason for the arrest. Okay? If, for instance, a person is legally arrested for illegal possession of drugs, kunyari, yung suspect inaresto for illegal possession of drugs, pagpalagay natin valid yung arrest, di ba? Sabi natin, kapag lawful ang arrest, pwede, after the arrest, you conduct a search, a body search. Now, nung pagkandak mo ng body search, aside sa drugs na nakuha mo, may nakuha kang weapon. So, hindi pa rin sabihin ni suspect na that is not allowed because the weapon is not connected with the crime that I have allegedly committed, which is a violation of the Dangerous Drugs Act. The answer is the contention is not tenable because kapag sinasabing search or seizure incident to lawful arrest, it may include things which are not related to the arrest. For as long as yung mga bagay na yan is found to be a contraband or a deadly weapon, for example, no? To protect the arresting officer, the search extends to weapons like a gun or a knife, no, with no actual connection to the crime of illegal possession of the drugs. If in the course of the search, evidence is found constituting proof of another offense, like an allegedly or illegally possessed weapon, it is submitted that the phraseology of the rule does not prevent the seizure of the evidence. So, allowed yun siya, no? Kahit na hindi siya related to the offense. For as long as apparent yung pagiging contraband ng thing or ng item na na-seized mo in his person. Pero, again, mag-a-apply pa rin dito yung extent na dapat body search lang at saka within the permissible area of the suspect's immediate control. So that ends my discussion for search incident to a lawful arrest. So abangan nyo, yung next video natin will be search of moving vehicles.